loaded, totally loaded. Front to back, trees, all sorts of brush and shrubs and fun stuff for the people out east to plant and get ready for the springtime. But what I wanted to show you as I'm driving, if you can see through my dirty windows, zoom in a little bit here, focus. What is, if I can find it, what is that? What is that? That is a volcano. That's Mount Hood. A clear and beautiful day. Let's see here. Where's it at? There it is. Focus. I'm gonna try and get. Let me scroll back out. You have to scroll in a little bit. This zoom on the, or the, if I don't zoom in, it looks like it's a million miles away, even though it's fairly close. But I'm on my way up the Columbia River Gorge here. Once I get out of Portland, I'm going to stop up here and scale out real fast and head that way. Hopefully I can get some good photos. I'm going to take some good photos of that mountain. See it far away. And directly up ahead, that you can't see because there's trees. And, oh, can you see it? There's another one. Let's see. There's another volcano right there. I think that's Mount Baker. There it is off in the distance. Mount Baker. It's to the right of those trees. So here we got Mount Hood, Mount Baker, Mount St. Helens is over there, this somewhere, and Mount Rainier is just past that. So lots, big volcanic area. Back in 1984, I think it was, 83, 84, something like that. When I was in school, Mount St. Helens erupted and spewed ash all over this. I had a lot of family that lived here. My cousin still lives here. And he's a DJ on K-Boo Radio, so check him out. He does the Grateful Dead Hour on Saturdays, I believe. But he still lives here. I have cousins up in Seattle and a lot of family down in California. But when I was going to school out here for 1983 and 1984, my high school graduation time, Mount St. Helens erupted, splew ash everywhere, which was pretty cool because I was taking a lot of art classes at the time, like pottery and charcoal painting and pastels and stuff. But during my pottery classes, it's elective, high schools, end of year, senior, we would use the ash from Mount St. Helens to put it on a glaze on our pottery. So it was pretty cool. It came out really neat looking. So, but that was the last time the mountain erupted. So, I think it was the 1980s, 1984, 1983. So, might be due for another one soon. But I live in Florida now, so I don't think it's going to affect me. I found a place to park. And I was driving down the freeway and I found this cool place to park. There was all these super tall trees. I mean, look at that. Okay, Glass, take a picture. Yeah, that's awesome. But I found this cool place to park with, I mean, look how tall these are. They're not redwoods, but come on. These things are tall. But that wasn't the main reason I stopped, to see these humongous trees. Because they're not that big around. They're not, like I said, they're not sequoias or California redwoods or something like that. But they're pretty big around. But that sucker reaches the sky. But the reason I stopped was, before I got to this grove of trees on the freeway, it was open fields. And I could see Mount Hood perfectly. And it looked like if I walked through this forest, I might be able to get a good photograph of Mount Hood. But I'm not sure, because it looked like there was another grove of forest past it from the freeway that was blocking the view. I don't know. So I figure, what the heck? Let's walk through here. See all this cool stuff. And see if we can get a volcano. Document a volcano on YouTube. I'm not going to sit here and count the rings. You can count the rings and see how old this tree was. before it was cut. And you know it was cut, it just didn't fall over. This tree didn't fall because they took a chainsaw or a handsaw, probably a chainsaw, cut it here, cut it here, cut it here partially, and then they put a wedge in here and beat it with a sledgehammer, and the tree would have fallen that way. So anyway, I could see snow, I could see the bottom of the volcano, but I'm not going to show you yet because I don't want to disappoint you if I can't get a good view. So I'm just going to continue walking through here, walking through the forest, back to another hidden parking lot. This looks like where campers might be parking. Look at those birds going nuts. There's another grove of trees up here, and it looks like solar panels or a solar farm over here. So maybe by the solar farm I might be able to get an image. Let's walk over that way. Reach the sky. Now I am on my way towards the waterfall area over by the Columbia River Gorge. I do want to get through Portland before traffic, and what time is it? It's 3 o'clock now, so traffic is probably starting to kick up, so I'm not going to stay here too long. I'll document this wind farm real fast with Mount Hood behind it because I can see it perfect, but I'm going to have to zoom in. So optic image stabilization doesn't work when you're zoomed in, so I'll try and hold the camera as still as possible. But, let's walk on across this parking lot. Not wind farm, solar farm. So many farms nowadays. Look at that. Collecting energy from the sun. Pretty big. It stretches way down there. This is when I need a selfie stick so I can go higher than the fence. Guess they don't want us going in there. But I'm going to walk this fence line just around. That way we can see what we came to see here. It's like a prison. Look at that. Look at that wire. There, you don't want to cross that. That'll do some damage. Do not block. Do not block driveways, but I don't know if we're allowed back here. There's some concertina wire. But I just want to get what's ahead here. You can't really see it because I'm going to have to zoom in. So I'm going to get past this pine tree, or whatever kind of tree it is. Some evergreen. And just because I can see through the trees there. But these trees, they're not as heavily leaved. So, let's see here. Okay, that's good. Let me zoom in. Zoom. Okay, stabilization. See that mountain behind the trees? That's a volcano. That's a volcano. Isn't that awesome? Let's see if we can get closer. I'm going to go try and beat traffic. And down the Columbia River Gorge, when you get to the Hood River area, there's crevices and canyons and stuff like that, and you can get good shots, you know, from there. So I'm going to try and go over there and see what I can see and what you can see and what this can see. So let's walk back to the man cave truck and head that way. And it's springtime. Look at that. It's springtime. How little they are. They're just little baby flowers, little baby ones. Then you got these trees here. Not these trees, not the super huge ones. Got these trees. Look, they're all budding. Got purple. You got white. there you got some beautiful white and the green. Yeah, spring is nice. I thoroughly enjoy it. Though I'm going to be getting out of spring here because I got to cross Wyoming probably tomorrow night. So I'm sure it's not springtime there yet. Out of gear. Out of gear. Come on. Oh, it's okay. Leave my truck in gear. Okay, right here in Portland, Oregon, right around I-5 here, or 205, I think this is. It's kind of the loop that goes around the city of Portland. Climbing up the top of the hill in a lot of traffic. There was quite a bit of traffic there. It's gone down quite a bit. Looks like traffic's moving right along. But I found an awesome place. It's a vista, a view, where you can look over a cliff down to the river, above a town, an old town, I'm sure, and directly across the river, it looks like I'm going to have an excellent view and a great photo opportunity for Mount Hood. So let's go see. Lots of background noise from the traffic, but also no great view from here, right? Some oak trees. See the river down there. Looks like there's a waterfall. Whoa, hold on a second. This may be awesome. There's a little sign up here. Let's go see what it says. Okay, that's pretty cool. Let's walk over here a little bit and see what we can see down here. On the other side of this wall. Keep the camera down. Oh wait, it's a total surprise. Oh, I see a picture opportunity. Okay, Mount Hood in the background and a waterfall. Now I'm going to try and zoom in. So I'm going to pan up slowly. Here we go. See the waterfall down here? And Mount Hood is right here. I'm going to zoom in. First, let's zoom in on this waterfall. Or spillway, whatever it is. I don't know. Okay. Let's see if we can get any closer. I'm going to walk around here a little bit. Road way down there too. I just seen a vehicle or something down along that river. Okay, Glass. Take a picture. Let's see. This is a pretty good view here. I'm gonna zoom in just a tad bit. See if I can capture some of these. Zoom in a little more. Focus, hold still. Pretty amazing, right? These, and let's see how close this will zoom. Something in my eye. It's a tear. Because of the beauty. Look at all that water.
Nice beauty, huh?
It is. I was just telling everybody here. brings a tear to your eye. It's nice. Look at all that water. Anyway, let's drive around the loop here. That guy, he's a driver, it looks like, and he notices too. See, truck drivers, we notice this stuff. They just don't make parking usually, so we can get to these areas. There's another sign here. Back up a little. All right, well, let's go find some traffic and head towards the big, tall waterfalls, the ones that are 800 feet high. Yeah, they're that tall. In fact, one of the waterfalls we're going to stop at today is one of, I believe, the 3 highest waterfalls in the entire world. So we're going to go check that out. So from here, let's head on over towards that big volcano over there. Right to those trees. See that? There's another volcano. I believe that is Mount Baker, right over there. Not sure. I think that's way. It can't be Mount St. Helens. I think that's closer, more the opposite way. But so here you got Mount Baker, and hoping I can get Mount Hood all in the same picture. Can't do it. Scan out. Maybe we can just a little bit though. Keep an eye out. I just had a clear view of the mountain, and I passed a sign that said Mount St. Helens National Volcanic Park or something. So that mountain that I just showed you must be Mount St. Helens. And then the mountain right over here would be Mount Hood right beside me. So, and then Mount Baker would be in the middle. It's kind of cool that you could see all these volcanoes in one spot. And it starts all the way down in California at Mount Lassen, then you got Mount Shasta, then you got Mount Hood here and on up, so to Mount Rainier. It's really, it's awesome. It's awesome. I'm really close to the waterfalls, not that far away, maybe about 8 miles, maybe a little less. And I'll hit there, I promise. But first, no, not that truck. One of my favorite restaurants in all of America is right here at this very truck stop. Well, it's not here at the truck stop. You have to park here at the truck stop and then walk about a quarter of a mile. And it will bring you to, wait for it, it'll bring you right here to Sherry's Restaurant. My favorite restaurant in all of America. Better than any Disney restaurant, better than any Universal Studios restaurant. It really is, it's good. It's like similar to what Denny's is, but it's not. It's like they have actual chefs cooking the food. I don't know, but it's amazing, amazing food. Their Eggs Benedict is awesome. They make this California omelet with avocado and stuff. It's all fresh and good. And as a matter of fact, I think that's what I might have. But let's go in and look at the menu, shall we? That's not what I'm looking for. So it is either this or this. I always have a hard time choosing. Let me get that. Right here. That's what I'm talking about. Spinach omelet. Yum. Doesn't get much better. Done with my food. Master Decker up in Alaska actually pointed out to me during my lunch, he said, you know, omelets are just a soft-shelled taco. Never thought of it that way, but it's true. All right, well, I am in the Columbia River Gorge. Right over there is the river. You guys seen it in my almost daily vlog when I was coming this way. Well, you haven't seen it yet, but you will. Once it's able to post, once I need to get some Wi-Fi. But I'm on my way back east again, and I'm actually going to stop at the waterfall areas, which I'm in the area. Ooh, there's one right there. Look at that. I don't know if you guys can see it. See that waterfall? But we're going to be stopping at one, a big one. That's a pretty good sized one there too. But all along these mountain range, or this mountain range here, which is right near Mount Hood. So we got a pretty diverse landscape here. But there are a lot of waterfalls here. Just lots and lots. You know, hundreds of feet high. So, yeah, we're going to stop right up here and walk up to one. I'm coming up on the old highway. Look at these rocks. Look how cool that is. But there's an old highway up here that follows, it kind of goes back in. Look at that up there. I can't even talk, it's so beautiful. But this highway, this exit coming up right now kind of veers off and follows the mountain a lot closer. And it goes right up to quite a few of the waterfalls. In my entire life, I have never been able to do it because every time I come to Oregon, I'm in this truck. And there is no way trucks can get on that road. And I think it's illegal anyway, even if you could get on it. But it starts right here, and the first waterfall is called, I believe, Bridal Veil or something. And you can see it through the trees up here. I'm going to try and get it through the trees. I don't know if you guys will be able to see it. But one of these days, I definitely, if I can get enough Patreon support or if I can make money some way, I would love to fly out, rent a car for a day or two, and just go, just explore, just hike, explore, and document. That's all I want to do. I would even swim in one of these ice cold rivers. I just want to do it. I just want to get out and explore. And this is one of the areas I love, and one of the areas that I really want to explore. Just these rock formations and the way the cliffs are. I just want to climb. I want to hunt around, climb. Let's see if we can. There's not that many leaves on the trees yet, so we might get a good shot of Bridal Veil. So if I can stop shaking the camera. And actually, the waterfall we are going to park at doesn't allow trucks neither. There's a big sign as you pull in the parking lot, no trucks allowed. And I'm still going to do it. I'm going to do it for you and and that person there. I'm going to do it for you guys. There's another waterfall up here. I see one. Let's see if these trees disappear a little bit. Look way up there. See it? Obviously now you can't, but wait for it. Can you see it? Look close, zoom in. Like I said, not allowed to park here. See, it's only bus and RV. They will tow my truck. I can't stay. I can't just explore like I would love to if I was in a car. One of these days I am going to fly out here. But this is a really amazing spot. So many photographs have been taken here from so many people, including myself. TV shows are filmed here. Like there was an episode of Grimm. I believe it was the first or second season opening episode that was filmed right here. I think it had to do with a goat boy or something like that, and love and fertility. I don't. Yeah, go back and watch Grimm. Look for it. It's the goat episode. So let's go ahead and walk on up here, and I'll start showing you guys what we're going to look at. This is amazing. Look at that. Look. Just wait as you walk through this tunnel. Get ready for it. It is breathtaking. This place is so perfect. Look at that. Now, I don't have time. There is a bridge halfway up the waterfall that you can walk across as a hiking trail. It's pretty steep. I'm fit. I could do it. I just don't have time because I don't want to get towed. Right in here is where the episode of Grimm was filmed. The goat guy was jumping all over the roof over here by... What was that? But if I remember correctly, the goat guy was just committed a murder or something over here, and was for some love ritual or something. I don't remember. But he was hopping from these rocks onto these roofs right here. And I forget where Nick and those guys found the body, but it was around here somewhere. That's the bridge right there I was talking about. We'll stay in focus. There is a hiking trail. Like I said, my truck is all the way across the freeway there. Yeah, I can't do it. Look at this moss. It's mossy. Dude's dressed for the waterfalls, because you get too close, you are going to get wet. I'm already starting to feel water.
Yay!
I guess the trail up there is really treacherous. Really hard to walk. I guess this is the trail here. So you start here and you walk all the way up, winds around, out through the woods up there, ends up across there. Don't know where it goes from there. I don't know if it goes. Oh no, there it goes right there. I see people walking way up there. Kind of cool. Kind of cool. Take this trail down, see where this trail goes. Wheelchair accessible, maybe. Didn't have to walk up all these stairs. Circular area here. Well, this isn't wheelchair accessible. Somebody's having fun. Look at these walls. Look at these walls. Moss growing on the walls. Soft. Alright guys, well, that's about all I can do out here because, like I said, I don't want my truck towed. I got to get across the United States, get back out east, back where I belong. But it is nice to come out here and visit periodically. Well, these people are way up there. Let me see if I can zoom in. Look up there, see people walking around. I'm not that fit yet. Working on it. Alright guys, well I'm heading back to the truck and I'll see y'all when I get there. As I leave you with this sign. I am parked. Parked into, this is a truck stop. I'm on an Indian reservation just outside of Pendleton, Oregon. And they built a casino over here. And they kind of messed up the truck stop. And they took the restaurant out, put McDonald's in there. And then now if you want decent food, you have to walk about a half a mile over to the casino because they don't allow trucks in the casino. A lot of truck stops like in Arizona, and let me go this way. If a lot of truck stops like in New Mexico or Arizona or something like that, like in Taos, they have shuttle services. So you park at the truck stop, the casino at the Indian reservation would shuttle you back and forth to your truck. Here they don't do that I could find. So if you want good food, you have to walk a long ways. Otherwise, you're stuck with fast food, pretty much like every other truck stop in America. And it looks like these guys here are leaving, and I might be able to pull forward because I did not back in. See the truck behind me here? Oh, you can see over here. See these trucks? They all backed in. I pulled forward because it was too difficult to back in here. But I'm going to go ahead and end today's vlog, the almost daily vlog, and start doing some editing. I have 5 videos I need to upload. Not going to be able to do it here. They do have Wi-Fi, but with all these trucks around me and as tall as our trailers are on these trucks, it blocks the Wi-Fi signal. I have 0 service. Right. Oh, hold on a second, though. Let me pull forward here. Turn this light out. Turn my headlights on so I can see, because there's this little yellow thing here. So if I can get around it. Okay. help if I release my brakes. I'll pull forward. Maybe I will get Wi-Fi. Without hitting these yellow things. Boy, that's a mighty close. But I did it. I am doing it. Who knows? Well, maybe I will have extremely slow Wi-Fi tonight and may be able to get at least... Shut my lights off here. Park. These lights back on so you guys can kind of see me. Only press the stop recording button. Engine's off. Camera's making funny noises. Alright, so anyway, I'm going to go ahead and sign off and see if I can go ahead and do some uploading. Even if it's just one video. No, not find a video. I don't want to find a video, glass. Why is my glass top? I did not activate that. But I'm going to go ahead and end this, and you know what I'm going to do. So I will talk to you guys later in the next almost daily video, or vlog. I am trying to do a daily vlog using this device right here, Samsung Galaxy Note Edge, because like right now it does have LTE, and but it's probably not most of the day tomorrow because I will be going through the rest of Oregon into Idaho. But I should be able to upload at least a daily vlog in Boise. And then possibly another one in Salt Lake City. And then another one in Cheyenne, Wyoming. So the daily vlogs should keep coming. But the almost daily vlogs, I'm looking for that Wi-Fi. Looking. And speedy Wi-Fi, because these vlogs I've been putting out here, the almost daily vlogs, have been over a gig, almost 2 gigs. And it takes forever, especially on gas station Wi-Fis. So... we'll see what we can do. Please remember to like, comment, share, subscribe. And there is 2 channels. This channel that you're viewing this video on, the Almost Daily Vlog, and I have a brand new Glass Geek Daily Vlog YouTube channel. So please be sure to check those out. Like, comment, share, subscribe. And if you want to show support in any other ways, like Patreon or purchasing one of my t-shirts that I sell on glassgeek.com, any of that would be greatly appreciated. It will help me get into roadside attractions that I'm taking photographs for the new book, and other fun stuff. Maybe able to get an Uber car now and then, so I could travel around certain towns and stuff and cities that I go to without having to try and worry about where I can park my truck, to be able to go and explore a little bit. So I will talk to you guys tomorrow on the daily vlog, and I will leave you with, what should I leave you looking at? The truck's in front of me. That's why I'm going to leave you. I'll talk to you guys later. There, look at, there's trucks in front of me.